Just want to give you an update on how things are going for your embryos. So, as you know from yesterday, 14 out of 16 fertilized, which is great.
Yeah.
Today, all 14 have started to grow, and that's the most important thing, is that they've divided, increasing their cell number. Now, we have a various amount of qualities. Most of it is about average to below average, but there is lots to work with. Now, previously you guys did 2 on day 3, I believe, right?
Yeah.
If you're okay with it, I think that's your best plan again this time. Just because of the quality of the embryos, and I'm not sure what they would look like on day 5 if we took all of them there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it would have been probably the same reasoning behind doing it last time on day 3.
So, do you know, like, are they not dividing well? Like, what?
Well, they're increasing in cell number, but they have, in terms of their assessment, their grades, they're a little bit lower in terms of the cell shapes and in terms of the fragmentation, which is the little bits of cells that can break off during cell division. Basically, it's just, these embryos do have implantation potential, but sometimes it takes more cracks at them with this kind of quality. So, basically, what we do is, ideally, is we choose 2 good ones tomorrow, get them ready for you, and then on the 5th or 6th day, we see how the other ones grow, and if it's possible, we refreeze them then. It's not that they're that poor, they're just not great.
I just know from last time that usually if an embryo can't make it to 5 days, it's almost like they're, I don't know, almost doomed, I guess.
Well, it's true. If your embryo stops growing, then it's not gonna implant. It's not gonna make a baby. The idea behind giving you 2 day 3s instead of waiting until day 5 is that we think if we can choose the best 2 tomorrow, they'll have a better chance growing in you than they will in our lab. Now, I think it's probably pretty similar, but you're absolutely right. If an embryo stops growing, then it's not going to make a baby, and not every embryo will make a baby. But we do our best to give you the ones that we think or hope will. The best 2 out of 14 is usually better than the best 2 out of 7.
Okay.
Now, I don't want you to be too discouraged about just because I told you an honest assessment of the embryo quality. It doesn't mean that they don't have a chance. It certainly doesn't. It just means that we have to attack it at a different angle. And if they were all high quality, we would be really cautious about doing 2, and we'd go forward to day 5, and we wouldn't worry about the fact that a lot of them wouldn't make it. But in this situation, we do have protocols to mitigate embryo quality and to give you your best chance.
Hi.
Hey, how's it going?
I have bad news.
Okay.
It's just a repeat of last year.
Why? Tell me more.
They're all bad quality.
Really?
Yeah. He said, like, they're all developing mostly below average.
Oh my god.
There might be some that are average, but mostly below. And we have to do our transfer tomorrow, and we have to do 2 embryos. It's the exact same thing as last year.
Ow.
And, like, this means that we most likely won't have frozens. But they're obviously gonna try, right? But
Well, this doesn't really make any sense to me.
I know. He's just said, like it's my eggs. They're the problem. Like, he said my eggs are the way my eggs are, there's nothing to help them. They just are crap, basically, and there's basically, like, I don't know, nothing we can do about it. Like, he was trying to say that it doesn't necessarily mean we won't get pregnant, but then I said, like, yeah, but I know that if your embryos aren't strong enough to even make it to 5 day blast, and then basically is saying they're doomed. It basically means that they can't become pregnancy. And he said, you're right. He said, but we are doing this in the hopes that they will develop better inside your body as opposed to in our lab.
But I mean, there's still that chance. It's not the end. It's not over yet, but it doesn't look good, and I feel exactly like that.
Yeah, well, basically we're screwed. Like, They're just literally just putting them back in just to, like, make me feel like we at least gave it a shot. Yeah.
Because if they don't, you're just going to end up probably with no frozen, and you just paid all the money for nothing.
Yeah.
Well, how many, like, are the 12 still fertilized?
Yeah. You mean 14?
Sorry, is the 14 are?
Yeah.
They're just not developing well?
No. So he said, like, obviously now we're working with double the amount than we were last time, so he's saying, like, finding finding two of the best embryos is a higher chance in 14 than it was in 7, right? Which I get, but...
Yeah. I mean, sure, statistically, you would think the odds are better, but still not good.
No. Not like we
Are
were
they any
hoping.
better than last time? Does he know? Has he seen the other ones from last time?
He looked at, he was comparing the chart and he just said, like, it seems like a repeat, basically. Like, it seems very similar to your last cycle. And I said, yeah, but we're using donor this time. And I was like, we're trying to hope that would help. And he's like, well, your eggs are what push the fertilization along for the first couple days, and then the sperm takes account. So my eggs are freaking everything up, messing everything up right now.
So it's the eggs on their own for their first couple days?
Basically.
Yeah, but that means that's the time that we're at right now in the first couple days. So maybe the next few days will improve because that's basically what he's saying.
Like, possibly, but if they're already that fragmented and crap, then, like, there's only so much can happen.
That's all we can hold on to right now.
Yeah, but I don't know, I have nothing to hold on to. Yeah, I know, but they were just saying, like, that maybe they just got a bad batch, but now it's guaranteed that that's not it. We can never use my eggs again.
I wish I could be home with you.
I just can't believe this is happening. I was so sure, Caleb, that it was going to work.
No.
The other thing, Caleb, is we have to do assisted embryo hatching. And we can't afford it. Like...
Hey guys, so as you just saw, and you can probably tell it's been a tough day for Ayla and I. So we're going to pass on doing our comment of the day today. We've been looking at all your comments though, and for yesterday's video, and we really appreciate them. And you know, we always look at all of your guys' comments, and we don't always reply, but we definitely read all of them, so thank you guys. And if you could just instead put us in your prayers, think about us, and really just do whatever you can to hope that everything can go better for us tomorrow, that our transfer goes well, that there's some growth overnight with our embryos, and that the quality can improve a bit, and we would really appreciate that. So this video is up right now instead of posting it tomorrow morning, just because we're going to have a really busy day tomorrow and not going to have time to put it up. We were really hoping that we could get as much positive energy and prayers and thoughts from you guys overnight leading up to tomorrow's transfer. So we will see you guys in a couple days, and follow us on Snapchat. I'm sure we'll add some snaps up of the transfer as we go through that. Alright, so thank you guys for watching, and we will see you in the next video. Bye.